Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Leo, October 20th, 2022. Enthusiasm stirred up today can take you far. You want to feel alive and vital, and someone, in particular, can help you do so. The Sun in your partnership sector harmonizes with Mars, your ruler, in your communication sector. It's a potentially dynamic, energetic time for relationships and mental projects or interests. You're in good shape to share ideas or iron out differences. This transit favors getting things done and being direct and straightforward. You are especially sharp and have the energy to tackle problems. A chance encounter might spark a new interest. Interactions are fast-paced and may not be incredibly personal or intimate, but it's a good time to take care of business and get to a quick point or bottom line. Your mood takes on an upbeat, positive quality that endears you to others. You're quick to tackle problems, and your confidence is infectious. A 5-star day for sex, passion, and desire has arrived for you. Your planetary ruler, Mars, is the embodiment of raw fire. Today, he will link to the mighty sun across the sky from you in your solar 7th house of relationships. You may suddenly have a conversation that sparks primal hunger within you and your one and only. If single, this is a fabulous time to circulate about town, mingle with others, and take the lead when it comes to chasing after someone who sparks your lust. You could both feel entranced by the sizzling vibe. Finish tidying up your workspace under the last quarter moon in Cancer. You should find everything in order in your work environment, from your pens to the files on your desktop. Use this lunar period to clean up to move forward feeling organized and put together. While the moon is glowing, you might feel notably self-assured in conversation with your co-workers as the Sun in Libra trines Mars in Gemini. The airy trine indicates that you can assert yourself without being aggressive or domineering, which will allow for peaceful working relationships. As things settle across the income, work and career fronts, there is a chance to pause. A lot of water has passed under the bridge over the last 10 days, starting with Pluto's direct turn in your career sector, Mercury's departure from your work sector, and the moon moving through your income sector at the time. The planets on all three fronts are settled, stable, and here to stay. It's time for you to start thinking about what your goals are health-wise. There is no way to hit the target if you are a jumble of thoughts inside. Make sure you have the rest you need to allow you to think clearly with a rested mind. If you have access to these foods and can tolerate them, consider adding beets. Don't forget that beet greens are delicious sautéed with a bit of garlic, lemon, and olive oil, tomatoes, and dark green vegetables in your meals to help cleanse your liver. Most of all, focus on developing a habit of mild exercise that you can do nearly every day. Your mind could use a break from running itself in circles, and one of the easiest ways to do this is to engage in physical activities that ground you into your body. Positive vibrations will make you more combative and demanding than usual today. You will anticipate the feelings of others, notably in your family or married life. Your affective needs will have to be met. Not only will you feel good with others, but in addition, with yourself as well. What more could you ask for? At the same time that the Sun and Venus move into their final days in your relationship sector, they are also moving into some of the most important of the year on the relationship front. While pressure from the dwarf planet Eris in Aries is exposing any balance issues between your personal and relationship needs, a friendly aspect to Mars in your communication sector is giving this a voice. This is something that the Sun is shining the solar spotlight on today, with Venus using this to enrich your relationships by tomorrow. The Sun finds himself in the wrong place at the right time today, creating what could be a defining day on the relationship front. At the same time that a clash with the dwarf planet Eris in Aries can stress test a balance between your personal and relationship needs, a friendly aspect to Mars in your communication sector can give this a voice. This is the perfect recipe for a breakthrough. Our eyes in the sky. Today's energy is very much tied to the ambitious Cancer moon squaring the Libra sun. Welcome this lunar transit with open arms in order to experience the full abundance that the universe has to offer. There are plenty of surprises that could manifest right now, even with a stressful cardinal T-square incorporating the Sun, Moon, and Pluto. Today brings new developments in relationships and connections all around. Those partnerships that were hanging by a thread may not last through these transits. Highly plausible is taking a step in the direction of either commitment or separation. Hidden affairs begin to breach the surface. If you're doing something undercover, the days ahead are the time to be completely honest about your romantic endeavors. Someone might be playing you for their own enjoyment. Is the one really here in your life, or are you just filling the space in order to satisfy your needs? These are some questions you need to ask yourself in order to take a step forward. This is the perfect time to write a different story for your life and give yourself space to grow a more vibrant spiritual garden. In the morning, the Cancer moon squares Venus in Libra, making us eager to please. We believe that our safety hinges upon being as accommodating as possible. Although we might receive attention in return for offering our support, attention is only a substitute for the love we desire. We risk selling ourselves short, giving our affection to the lowest bidder, to those who are merely tolerating us instead of engaging with us reciprocally. In relationships, conflict can arise over who is doing more for who. Try not to play the blame game or calculate who is more invested. Has another person forced you into a nurturing role, or is it something you stepped into willingly? Following this, the last quarter moon in Cancer prompts us to reflect on the October 9th Aries full moon. During this time, we grappled with relationship anxieties, the projection of being not enough or too much. Our mission was to focus on ourselves, to establish a foundation of self-love as a gateway to relational love. Yet today, crises manifest in the form of arguments or distance from loved ones. We are still at a place where our desire to be needed and loved might be at odds with how we are creating relationships, not only with romantic partners, but with friends, co-workers, and family. Codependence is a hard habit to break. It is rooted in the false premise that if we shoulder more of the burden, we can make an impossible situation work. But it takes two to build a healthy union. If both people aren't prioritizing the relationship, no amount of work on the part of one person will make things right. Today, aim to see things for what they are.